everyone, here we are with important topics for task 2. These topics are very old topics, but you can expect these topics in the upcoming exams of December. So let's discuss. Countries with long working hours are economically more successful than those countries which do not work long hours. To what extent do you agree, disagree? You can talk about whether you agree or disagree. So, guys, like for example, I'm saying no, working for long hour will not make you economically successful. I think a country should try to make better technology so that people will work less but they earn more, they can do more. Otherwise, if we talk in favor, we can say productivity is better. If people are working for long hours, they can produce more things, it can generate more revenue. But if you are not in favor, you can give your points. Next topic is some experts believe it is better for children to begin learning a foreign language at primary school rather than secondary. Do the advantages of this outweigh the disadvantages? If we talk about this topic, see guys, these days many schools in India have also introduced a foreign language. It can be Spanish, French. So I think it has more advantages when they begin learning a foreign language at school, because learning later on can be difficult for children, and in school they can learn in fun way. It can be part of their curriculum. We are not saying it will be a burden, but if we are teaching them in easy way, then it will not. But if we are not going in favor, we can say learning a new language, because they're already learning one or two languages. Another language can be a burden on them. They might indulge in homework. It can be problem for them. But I think in the end, if I am writing this, I can say advantages are more than disadvantages. Next topic is some people think that family life and parents have great influence on children's development, while others consider that external influence plays an important role in children's life. Discuss both views. Guys, this essay is both views. So we have to talk about how family life and parents have great influence and how other factors. So you can talk about both. But you can just simply say that children, of course, they learn from their parent and family members. They imbibe the values from them, what is right, what is wrong. I think moral values about traditions we come to know from our parents only, our grandparents, so they have more role in that. And if we talk about other factors, so of course, when we go out, we study, we work in different environments, we learn from those places as well. And if we talk about the other view, that other external factors, so of course, community, society's environment, that also influence youngsters, especially children, more than parents. When they go out in school, when they play games, when they meet people, of course, they have impact on them. So you can talk about both. You can cite examples. In the end, you can give opinion that who has more influence, because in the end you have to give your opinion as well. Next topic is, guys, in some countries or in many countries, number of people choosing to live by themselves is increasing. Do you think the advantages of this trend outweigh the disadvantages? सो गाइस, क्या है इस क्वेश्चन में? इसका मतलब यह है कि अब काफी कंट्रीज में क्या हो गया है, people are choosing to live by themselves, means they're living alone, independent, and whether it has more benefits or no. So you can talk about that. So how it can benefit people if they are living, so they can become independent, self-reliant, rather than depending on parents, family or relatives. They know how to manage on their own, how to cook, how to clean, valuable skill they learn. However, अगर हम दूसरी साइड देखें, opposite, Sometimes nobody is there to support them if they need something. Sometimes they face problem of depression, loneliness. They don't have emotional support. So you can talk about both, but and in the end you can tell whether it has more advantages or disadvantages. I think it has more disadvantages, because if you are in trouble, there is nobody to support you. And secondly, we are not only financially, but I think emotionally also we need others. Sometimes there are some situations we need somebody. So you can write that. Next topic is, today more tourists are visiting places where conditions are harsh. What are the advantages and disadvantages of such things? Guys, आजकल ये trend हो गया है. People are visiting places like different places. Generally, we know people go to these places like hills. You can talk about, but these days they want to visit places where nobody has visited. So we can say like people are adventurous. Fine. Otherwise, who will visit Sahara Desert or Antarctica? Fine. But these days, people are exploring these places also. But I'm not in favor of it, because there are less safety measures at these places, because these are not explored by many. So it will not only cause them arm and leg, but it is risk to their life also, because maybe the conditions are not in their favor. So you can talk about that also. But if we talk about positive side, we can say they explore new places, and when they explore new places, at those places people get employment, and I think that place also become new places can also become part of tourism. So you can talk about that also. But otherwise, we can say like it's difficult to reach there, and we don't know how to survive in extreme weather, and because nobody is there to support you for your safety, because you are going to the places which are not explored by many. So you can say that in conclusion, if you are not in favor, that though it opens up new tourist attraction, but it's really risky for health, and it is very costly as well. Next topic is, many people go to the university for academic study. More people should be encouraged to do vocational training, because there is lack of qualified workers such as electrician and plumber. We all know electricians and plumbers are needed everywhere in the world. So whether we agree disagree, we will agree. The reason is, so many people are doing academic study, and there is no more vacancies for those kind of qualifications. I think if they are aware about vocational trainings, they can start their own work even if they don't have any vacancy. Fine. So we can say these courses are equally important, and if people are into some skill, they can get better jobs. And I think vocational courses should be encouraged in every institutions. So when we study practical courses, we will never see any problem in our life. We can earn properly, we can earn well, we can do better in our life. So I think, and people can earn more. So there are many benefits of studying vocational courses like these. Next topic is, private car ownership has been. Next topic is, private car ownership has been increasing over the past few decades. This has given ordinary people greater mobility, but has also led to concern about traffic congestion and air pollution. Guys, see, more cars are on roads. I think every house has 3 4 cars. We can go anywhere. We have become so independent, but it has created problems like pollution, traffic congestion. So the advantages of having a car outweigh disadvantages. So you can write according to your own opinion, that whether having a car has more benefit or using public transport. You can talk about that. See, car has become most popular transport in the world. I think people have luxury cars, people have normal cars as well, because, but using a public transport when you live in big city is much cheaper, because having car, then paying insurance can, and fuel. Fuel is very costly. So I think having a car and maintaining that car is more expensive than using public transport. But why we are not using public transport? Because public transport is not flexible. But in big cities it is. People are using metro rather than car. So we can say if we are living in kind of cities, for example, guys, Bangalore, where traffic jam is the biggest problem, Delhi. So there people are using metro because they can reach quickly. So I think car has benefits, but public transport can save us from pollution and traffic congestion. So our topic was whether advantages are more or disadvantages. And if we talk about advantages of having car, it gives us more freedom. We can go anywhere, anytime, day and night. We need not to go to any bus station, metro station. We can go anywhere, especially in the emergency situations. We can quickly take the person to hospital. So we can say there are more advantages. Uh, there are problems also, but more advantages of having a car. Next topic is in order to improve the quality of education, high school students should be encouraged to evaluate and criticize their teachers. But others think it will result in loss of respect and discipline in classroom. What is your opinion? It can come like this. Discuss both opinion and give your opinion. Guys, see, you can tell why it should be given, why it should not. Why they should not be allowed? Because it will lead to loss of respect and discipline in educational environment. Even it can impact the quality of education, because if student is not satisfied, their review can lead to more problems. But if we talk about that whether they should be encouraged to give such kind of opinions, or even they can uh, evaluate, criticize their teacher, so their suggestions can work. If they are not satisfied with infrastructure or the quality, they can discuss, they can express their opinion, and it can lead to better solution. So both have benefits and drawbacks. The conclusion should be one sided, whether you are in favor or not. So you can say that criticizing or evaluation can lead to problems, but open discussions can have more. They can more benefits. They can improve the educational quality. So next topic is the best way to solve the world's environmental problem is to increase the cost of fuel for cars and other vehicles. To what extent do you agree, disagree, guys? See, it was never a solution if we will increase the cost of fuel. The people who can afford the costly luxury cars, they can afford that fuel as well. Increasing cost will not decrease the number of cars on road. So this is not the viable solution. So you can simply say I disagree, because this is not the viable solution. Solution can be we can make electronic cars where people don't use fuel, and it will save our environment. Next topic is the growth in international travel means that misunderstandings between countries will inevitably decrease. To what extent do you agree, disagree? I hope you have understood the topic. Topic is when people will travel from one country to another country, the misunderstandings. See, we might think different for Japanese people, they think different for us. But if we are visiting each other, of course, many misunderstandings will decrease. So you can discuss this topic in detail also. So when you are going to discuss in detail, you can tell like whatever we read on internet, in newspaper, there are many misconceptions about the other countries' cultures, their values. But when we practically visit, so it gives the totally different scenario. And even it can improve the relationship between countries. People travel for businesses. So this can more traveling can lead to less misunderstanding, more socialization, better bond between the countries.
Thank you.